MVP Hockey Skills Volume 2, Skills and Drills, brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Hey kids, you having fun playing hockey outside on a beautiful day like this? Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Well, hello everyone and welcome to MVP Hockey Skills. I'm Andy Petrillo and we have lots of fun planned for you because today we're talking about skills and drills on the driveway and the focus is on stick handling. We're going to be showing you a bunch of stuff that you can practice on your driveway and then take, of course, to the ice. And I have the perfect players to help us out. How about former MVPs Joe Thornton and Marty St. Louis? Marty, Joe, so happy to have you guys back on the driveway with us. Thank you for joining us once again. We're talking skills and drills. So, Marty, how important is stick handling to your game?
Well, it's very important, Andy, because, you know, unlike Joe, I can't just use my size and get to where I want to go. It'd be nice, but I have to stick it all through a few guys and create some space that way.
So you got to be creative. Joe, what is your stick handling all about?
Yeah, just usually being a center iceman, you're always kind of pushing the puck through the neutral zone, so you really don't stick handle too much. I think you stick handle more or less in the offensive zone behind the net, and just it's obviously a very important part of your game now.
Well, you guys made some very good points. Depending on your position, depending on your size, that's how you adjust your stick handling.
Yeah.
Well, let's get things started. All right, guys, in our other DVDs, you showed us some warm-up exercises, get ourselves all loose, ready to play. What other stretches can you show us to help us prevent injury?
Okay, first we're gonna just run on the spot, get loose a little bit, get the blood flow going, all right, guys? Okay. Now we're gonna go to a different stretch here. Move back and forth.
So your body goes in the opposite directions of your hands?
Yeah, do that for about 10 to 30 seconds. You'll be feeling good.
Nice body stretch.
All right, now, very similar to running on the spot, but we're going to bring our knees up, okay? We're trying to touch our knees, bring our knees to our hands, okay?
A lot of bouncing around.
That's right.
So this is a lot of power, I'm noticing. Really loosening up the legs.
Okay, now we can go right into butt kicks, okay? Bring your heels to the palm of your hands.
Don't hurt yourselves. Yeah. All right, you guys feeling good?
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit loose, all right. Great exercises, great way to loosen up. Let's hit the pavement, grab the sticks, put on the gloves.
Let's go. Just a friendly reminder to always be careful when you are running after a ball outside your playing area. Look both ways and always be aware of any cars or people around you. And please, be respectful of other people's property.
Today we're going to talk about controlling and passing the ball, two very important aspects of the game. All of the top players in the game have talent when it comes to stick handling and passing, and I have two of them with me right now. Joe, how much of a factor do those two key aspects play into your on-ice relationship with your teammates?
Well, they're very important. Obviously, I'm more of a passer with my game, and I have a great right winger with Jonathan Chichu, who does most of the goal scoring for our team. So it's key to have a great relationship with them.
Excellent. Marty, 43 goals last season. How much does that help with your teammates?
Well, obviously, hockey's a team game, and you need the people alongside with you to be creative and generate scoring chances. And I'm fortunate to have, you know, Vela Cavalier and Brad Richards to, you know, try to make stuff happen. So it's a lot of fun.
Ball control passing, very key. And I'm sure many of the great players have spent hours off the ice practicing this skill. What do you say we grab the kids and work on this now?
All right.
Let's go. It's time to let your talent shine. Joe and Marty are going to take us through some stick handling drills while standing still. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, when we stick handle, we want to make sure our feet are shoulder width apart. Your bottom end's not too far down, not too far up. Your hands are away from your body, so you have nice range of motion, okay? When we stick handle with our wrists, not our arms, okay? It's nice and smooth. Your wrists are moving back and forth, okay? Your head is up. Here we can go wide, you know? It's something you can practice anywhere, okay? Inside and wide, okay? Over to you, Joe.
Okay, this next drill, we're just gonna have the ball in front of you, stick handle with your head up, and then we're gonna just move her right down to the side, right beside you. So that can kind of prepare you for a nice shot. And then we're gonna move it right back to the front, and then over to your backhand. This gets you just keeping your head up, knowing where the ball is, and then right back to the front. Feeling good. Marty?
All right, as you stick yellow, you want to try to challenge yourself. So let's do this on one leg, okay? One leg. Here we go. We'll keep our head up, okay? Once you get a little tired, you switch to the other leg. Okay, and again, we stick yellow with the wrist, not the arm. All right? Take it over, Joe.
Okay, this one, we're just gonna kind of strengthen our wrists a little bit. We're just gonna go with the one hand. So put one hand on your stick and just stick handle back and forth. That's gonna strengthen up your wrists a little bit. Okay, you can feel that burn a little bit. Now we're gonna switch hands and do it with the other hand, just to kind of feel the puck with the other hand or the ball. Yeah, that's good for the wrist strength. Okay, Marty.
All right, another great way to feel the ball or the puck, you know, is to do a little rotation with the ball. Okay, the ball's in front of you. You know, it's a great way to get a feel. The more you feel the ball or the puck, the better stick handle you're gonna be. That's something, again, you can do anywhere. Here we go, Joe.
That's good, guys. Okay, the next drill is the toe drag. Everybody likes to see how the toe drag works. It looks really fancy on the ice. So we're gonna keep the ball out here, and then we're just gonna bring the ball right back to the shooting stance, okay? And we're gonna bring it back out again, and bring it right back in. That's good for a one-on-one move. You can practice this right in the driveway or right in your room. Just bring that right back. That's a nice drill to have. Marty?
All right. Okay, now, again, we're all about challenging ourselves. We're gonna keep our hands away from our body. We're gonna try to stick handle all around our body, okay? And to do so, you have to make sure we're nice and wide with our hands, but not too tight, okay? So we're gonna stick handle to the side. We're gonna bring it behind us, okay? Move it to the other side, bring it back around you. The ball's gotta travel all the way around you, okay? All right, then you can go the other way, okay? Over here, back to the other side, back in front, back to the other side, back in front. Here you go, Joe.
Okay, this is a tricky drill. First, you're gonna start off with the normal grip, the normal hands, stick handling. And you can feel that ball in front of you. Now you're gonna switch hands, so get that top hand down the shaft, so you're stick handling the wrong way. Keep that out in front of you. It's a tough little drill, but it's good for you.
Gentlemen, great instruction. Kids, you did a great job. Did you have fun? Yeah! You look good doing it. These are great drills that you can do just about anywhere. On the driveway, in the basement, in your garage, at the rink. Just don't do it in the kitchen. These guys aren't going anywhere. We've got more coming up.
How hard do you work at all your practices?
I'd like to say that I work pretty hard. You know, you want to simulate games in practice, so, you know, the only way you're going to work hard in a game is if you work hard in practice. You can really judge yourself better that way.
When you were growing up, who was your favorite team and who was your hero?
Well, growing up, it has to be the Montreal Canadiens, and Mats Naslund was my idol, besides Wayne Gretzky, like every other kid. But Mats Naslund, being a small player for his team, which I was as a kid, I totally idolized him, and I just wanted to be like him.
What's your favorite thing to eat before a game?
Well, before practice, I just go on with my regular day. I don't really focus or change any diet. You know, before a game, I will eat the chicken, you know, the meat, the pasta, the rice, salad. Just make sure I get a nice and big meal, and I'll make sure to hydrate a ton during the day.
How often do you get your skates sharpened?
I get my skates sharpened quite a bit. I would say during a game, usually it's we do it between periods every time. There's always nicks in them, and being a winger, play along the boards, you tend to get some nicks. But I definitely make the trainers earn their money for sure.
Why do you like playing with a really long stick?
Well, obviously being a shorter player, you know, the stick is an extension of your arm. So the longer it is, obviously, if you can manage with the stick handling, you know, I think that, you know, the more ground you can cover, and the more passes you can intercept. So if you can play with a longer stick and still not take away any of the stick handling, it's an advice I would give to kids.
What teams are known as the Original Six? The answer in a couple of minutes.
Well, last time you guys showed us a bunch of cool drills to help improve our stick handling, and now we're going to take our practice a step further and add some props to the mix just to keep it interesting. Now, on the whole topic of practice, Marty, what are some of the things you like to do to keep your game at the level that you're happy with?
Well, I like to work on the things that I feel needs improvement. And, you know, I like to challenge myself. I think it's one way to improve yourself as a player is work on the things that you're not as good. And whether go on the ice early or stay on the ice after practice, you know, or kids, you know, go outside and work on the things that needs improvement. I think it's going to make you a better player.
Don't take the easy way out. Challenge yourself. Very important. Joe, when you were younger, what were some of the props you used to like to use on the driveway or on the street?
Yeah, I used to get a lot of things, old garbage cans, sticks, gloves, pylons, whatever I can get my hands on, I'd put out there to stick handle around and just try to make myself better as a player.
Anything you can grab. Excellent.
Anything, yeah.
Well, let's see what we can grab with these kids and help improve their game. Let's test ourselves and bring our stick handling ability to another level. We've added props to the driveway. Joe and Marty are going to take us through some other drills. Marty, you're going to lead the way.
All right. Okay, the first drill, it's we're going to do some figure eights, okay, standing still. And the key thing about this one is the bottom hand. It can't be locked into one position. It's got to move up and down the shaft of your stick, okay? So we're going to go both backhand and forehand, okay? Here you go, and you're going to try to keep your head up, okay? Once you master that, okay, you can try one hand, okay? Really working the strength in your wrist. Here you go. Trying to keep that head up. You can go both ways as well. Okay, using the backhand and the forehand. All right, you give
Good
it a try.
strength and hand-eye coordination. Let's see what the kids got. Joe, I think your little buddy's going to show you up.
Yes, too.
Easy game. Here we go.
Pretty
Well
good.
done.
Good job. So we've cleaned up the cones, and it's time to introduce teamwork. Joe, you're going to show us how.
Okay, if you don't have enough players to actually play in a game, you can just grab a partner, and with him staying stationary and his stick out, you can stick handle right around his stick. Hey guys, you got the stick handle right around his stick. Maybe try to throw it over his blade. You know, lots of fancy little ways you can do it. And then if you're getting pretty good at that, you can get your partner to move his stick a little bit, just to kind of get that moving target a little bit. Try to keep that head up and just practice your stick handling skills. You can do this, you know, for as long as you want. Just remember, keep that head up, and you can practice right in your laneway with the partner.
Marty right now is going to take us through another great puck handling drill. And Marty, all you really need are a couple of sticks.
That's right, Andy. You know, you can always keep some of your old sticks because, you know, they can come in handy at some time and you want to work on your game. Okay, this one is stick handle, like through and around the sticks. Here we go. Over, we can use our forehand and backhand going back and forth. And it's one of those drills that you're going to better the more you do it. So you have to get out there and practice. And as you get better, you can pick up the speed, you know, but the only way you're going to do that is getting out there and practicing. So go out there and try it.
We just had a great drill by Marty where we were using a lot more sticks. Now, Joe, you're in the mix, and we're going to use more than one ball.
Yeah, we are, and this is a good warm-up drill or cool-down drill. You grab 2 or 3 balls. Today we're going to just grab 2 balls, and you're going to stick handle the one ball with your head up if you can, and then switch to the other ball, always in control. And see, you know, the laneway is not always going to be even, so you just got to watch those balls and keep them in front of you, and don't let them get away from you. I know it's kind of tough, but keep concentrated, keep those balls near you, and just stick handle, okay? It's a good drill for your hand quickness and your concentration.
So far, we've used pylons, sticks, and more than one ball. And then there's this, chalk, another great prop. Marty, you're going to show us how.
All right, if you can draw a ladder on the ground here, we're going to do a ladder drill. We're going to stay on one side of the ladder. We're going to use a toe drag to bring the ball in and out of the box. All right, now the main thing about toe dragging, obviously, is that bottom hand cannot be tight. You know, you got to be loose so the stick can really move comfortably inside your palm, okay? So we're going to stay on one side of the ladder. We're going to put the ball in and out with the toe drag, okay? And the better you get, the faster you can go. Here you go. Good job.
Pull it right out of that square.
Here we go, here we go. All right, the next one, we're gonna use our stick handling. Obviously, we're gonna use the ladder again. We're gonna put the ball through the box, okay? We're gonna keep our feet nice and wide, and we're gonna go through the box, okay? Here we go. Trying to keep your head up. Okay, once we get to the end, we're gonna come back. We're gonna do this backwards, okay? Trying to keep your head up as much as you can. Okay? All right. Here we go.
Great job, Marty.
Thank you, Joe.
That's it.
Way to go.
Keep those feet wide.
All right, Joe, now show me your stuff, bud.
All right. Yeah, right to the forehand, to the backhand. Yeah, you can kind of go at your own speed as well. Now go back. Not bad,
Well
eh,
done.
Marty?
Well done.
Great job, kids, as usual, giving our pros a challenge.
Great job.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Excellent. Now, these were very creative drills, and they're easy to do at home. We've got more coming up.
What teams are known as the original six? The original six teams are Montreal, Toronto, Boston, Chicago, Detroit, and New York.
In our other DVDs, we showed you how to tape the blade of your stick, cut the end of your stick. Now we're going to show you how to tape the knob of your stick. Marty?
Well, I like to use a thick white tape, and I kind of cut it in half or close to half. And I go right up to the end, you know, and I'll go around. Now, everybody's different. There's many ways to do this, you know. When I think it's about right, just kind of tap it down and kind of feel it. And I think it's about right, and I take this extra, and now I cover this, and I work my way down. There we go, and I tap the tops, and I'm ready to go. Let me see how you do it.
Okay, no. Yeah, I know there's a lot of different ways to do it. I actually use a little bit smaller tape than Marty. And I just, like Marty does, just start right on the top of my knob. Get that a couple times, and I actually do a little fancier job. I kind of twirl it a little bit. Because I like to kind of feel the grooves on the top of my hand. Wrap that right down the shaft of my stick until it ends. I do that about 3 or 4 times. And then just tape it right over top of that. And then just put a little bit more tape on the top. Yeah, that's perfect.
Let me see. I like that, Joe. I might have to try that one of these days.
Yeah, it's not bad either. Feels good.
All right.
What does it take to earn your stripes? There are 3 main parts. 1, eat right. 2, play with passion. And 3, go for great. Today we'll talk about the second part. Playing with passion means always having a great attitude, trying your hardest, and being a team player is a big part of sports.
Now this is a fun little game you can do. All you need is 2 pylons and a stick. You don't even need a net.
How about a teammate?
Oh, and you obviously, Marty. All we're gonna try to do here is just pass over top of the stick. It's a good passing drill and a good hand-eye coordination drill.
How many you want to do?
Well, let's try to do 100, eh, Marty?
100?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep your eye on the ball.
You can do it on your back end as well.
Marty, you know what to do.
Come on. All right, Joe, we got about 85 more to go.
Let's do it.
The first Women's World Hockey Championship was held in 1990 in Ottawa. Canada won gold with a 5-2 victory over the USA.
So we were showing you some neat drills for stick handling and controlling the ball while you were in a standing position. But now our dynamic duo is going to show you how to ramp it up with some movement. Marty, how hard is that when you do something standing, but now you actually have to move your body?
Well, that's when challenging yourself comes into play. You know, it's one thing doing something, obviously standing still, and then obviously you have to move and try to do that same thing and do it faster because you're moving, and that's where practice makes perfect, and you have to get out there and keep practicing.
Joe, he sounds really serious. Do you think he can do it?
Oh, we'll find
you think
out.
he's going to trip over the ball?
Let's go see.
We're going to make fun. Oh, this is going to be good. I think the kids are going to show you up on this one. Let's go play with them. All right, enough standing still. These kids have got energy, and it's time to add some movement to our drills. Joe, take it away.
Okay, the first one we're actually going to be doing 3 things. We're going to be moving, stick handling, and shooting. So the first one is we're going to stick handle, narrow, and then wide, and then finish it off with a nice shot.
Good job, guys. The next one, we're gonna stick it a little side to side and in the front and again on the side, okay? And that's one of those drills that it helps you to work on keeping the puck or the ball away from the opponents, okay? So we're sticking everything on the side, to the front, on the side, on the back end, to the front, on the side, and of course we get to shoot.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Good job. Good shot. Here
Great
you go.
shot. And then we're gonna go into the toe drags. These are a little bit more fancier. Bring it right back to you. Maybe throw in some head fakes, and then finally get to shoot.
All right,
That's
the
it.
next one, we're gonna do some 360s, okay? That's a tough one, all right? So we're gonna run a little bit. We're gonna do the 360 with the ball, okay? We're gonna go both ways. When you go on your forehand, make sure that glove gets inside. And we go the other way, all right? And then when we shoot, all right. Here we go.
Oh,
Put
great
that top
job.
glove inside.
Good.
Tuck it in, tuck in that top glove. Here we go. Good job. All right,
Nice.
good one.
Okay, and now we're gonna go with the ball right in the feet, because you know how many pucks we get to play in our feet. So we're just gonna drop the ball in our feet, kick it up back to your stick, maybe try the other foot, kick it back to your
Right.
stick, and then shoot it nice and hard.
Yeah, Joe must have been a soccer player. Good job.
Good job. Super.
Way to pick the corner. Great job, guys.
Good job,
Great
boys.
job. Did you guys think you'd actually break a sweat today?
Feeling good.
Yeah,
you guys like
absolutely.
those?
Like the drills, yeah?
All right, well, you guys
Right.
did a great job. And of course, these are drills you can do outside. Take them to the rink. They'll always help you out. We've got more coming up.
What number of flex do you like to use on your stick?
I use the 110 flex. I'm a bigger guy, so I like a stiff shaft, and the 110 seems to work pretty good for me.
What do you like doing during the off season?
I like to do a little bit of golf during the off season. I like to fish a little bit and just relax with some friends and family.
What kind of training do you do when you're off the ice?
For training wise, I like to do a lot of bike riding. I like to go outside and ride my bike, go to the gym, ride bike. I do a little bit of weights and just try to stay in shape as much as I can and make sure I can heal my body first and then go right to the workouts.
Who's the player you admire the most, and who's the player you'd like to play with the most?
The player I like to play with the most and admire the most is probably Marty St. Louis. He's a great hockey player. We played with each other in the past in World Cups and the Spangler Cup, so I really enjoy him as a teammate and a friend.
What's the difference between regular season play and playoffs?
Well, the difference between the regular season and the playoffs are obviously there's 82 games in the regular season, and the playoffs can only be a possible of 28 games. So it's a shorter season. The intensity is much higher in the postseason. Every game means so much, and every mistake is so magnified. So the postseason is everybody brings their A game. You can't afford to not play your best game each and every night.
Against what country did Canada play in the famous 1972 Summit Series? The answer is coming up.
It's a good thing you guys are in shape. I was a little worried you might fade on me. We're feeling good?
All right.
All right, bit of a
Feel
marathon
fine.
runner myself, but I had to throw it on over to you guys. But all right, well, running with the ball is a great way to stay in shape and learn a skill at the same time. It will also improve your puck handling abilities on the ice. So on the whole notion of conditioning, Joe, what are some of the things you like to do during the off season to keep that up?
Well, personally, I like to either go to the gym and ride the bike or just right around the neighborhood. Just get on your bike and ride it around, and that's a good way to stay in shape for myself.
Excellent. Marty, what are some of the things you like to do?
Well, my game is more about, like explosiveness. My first 3 strides are very important to me, so I work on, short sprints and trying to really maintain my level of explosiveness throughout the summer and hopefully get it better so I'm ready for the season.
Very important to also keep that up during the off season, not just when the season is going on. So let's see what we can show these kids, because we've got more of that conditioning drills coming up. We started things off with some stationary drills. We added props, then we added movement. Now we're gonna put everything together, and we're adding our ace goalie in net, Thomas. Welcome, Thomas. Now, things are getting challenging here, Marty. No pressure, but you're leading us off.
All right, the first drill we're gonna do, we're gonna stick end through the cone in a straight line, pretending the cone is an opponent. Once we get to the cone, we're gonna move the ball to the outside and move on to the next cone, okay? Just trying to kind of protect it. Okay, here we go, move it to the outside. Other side, and then we score.
Good
All right,
shot, Marty.
here we go. Good one. Oh, big save, Thomas.
Now, Simon and Keith, do you want to move those pylons for me? Thanks, guys. This one's going to be pretty much the same kind of way, but we're just going to kind of zigzag through here. Protect that puck to the outside, then pull it over to your forehand. Bring it back to your backhand, and then to your forehand, and then you can shoot.
Big save.
Good goalie, eh?
Good job. Good save, Thomas. Okay, guys, good job. The next one, we're gonna zigzag as well, but we're gonna do 360s around the cone. When you go on your forehand, try to tuck that bottom glove all the way inside, okay? Here we go. It makes it easier, all right? And here we go. Now we go on our backhand. Here we go. Go on the forehand, and then we shoot. All right.
Wow. You really
Good
shooting
one.
well now.
Well done.
Excellent. That takes a lot of concentration. All right, things are getting interesting. You kids having fun? Yeah! All right.
Against what country did Canada play in the famous 1972 Summit Series? Canada played and defeated Russia in the 8-game series in 1972. Canada finished with 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie.
I don't know about you, Joe, but me and Tampa, my teammates and I, we love to play some little games after practice. And one of those, when the goalies are off the ice, you know, we got nobody to shoot at, so in order to work on our accuracy, you know, we try to aim it for the post. So we grab a line, we try to stay behind the line, and we go right post, crossbar, left post, you know, and it really works on our game.
We do the same thing in San Jose.
All right, let's try. Want to go first?
I'll go first.
Here we go. Are you really going for the post?
1-0 you.
We did say post, didn't we?
1-1. All right, my shot. Oh,
It's a great thing to do outside with a friend. Really trying to be competitive with it.
2-1 me, Marty.
All right.
Looks like I win.
3-1. I'll give you that one, but we're going again.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Well, that was a busy day with lots of fun new drills and games, courtesy of Joe and Marty. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, remember to check out our website at www.frostedflakes.ca for some bonus tips not seen today. And remember, kids, to ask your parents before going online. And be sure to look for our other DVDs, Hockey Hot Shots Volume 1 and Street Stick Smarts Volume 3. You can find them all in specially marked boxes of Frosted Flakes
And Tony's Turbo's meal replacement.
And remember, anything you practice off the ice will always come in handy on the ice. But hey, the most important thing is to get outside and just have some fun. I'm Annie Petrillo, and we'll see you next time. All right, Superstar has arrived. Can I have a ball, please? Oh. I'm all about using the feet, too. I'm all about soccer, eh? On the ice. So, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
You?
I'm great. What is wrong with me today? This is not
Seriously,
right. It's
what
hot in the morning. All right, enough standing around. These kids have energy. Marty just pulled a cut on me. Now you actually got to move your body.
Well, like I said before, you know, I think standing still, you know what, you got to do this because I never said anything before.
Yeah, okay. Here we go.
And if you did, we weren't listening. We have no clue.